All right. As you listen to the pod, are you able to do Gina's intro for me, please?
We can give it a go.
All right. Before you start, let me just cue up my sounds.
It's definitely going to be butchered though.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, no expectation.
Cool. Fantastic.
Just small.
All right, ready? All right, go for it.
I'm Fola and I'm here in the studio with Big Man Yusuff and Roqiya. And this is Meet Us After 7.
Nice. That was good.
Okay.
That was good.
Wait, we can't hear the sound.
You have to wear headphones if you want to hear the sounds. But
okay.
didn't you hear it from
I did.
Yeah.
I wanted it louder though, but it's okay.
All right, no problem. Welcome back, guys, to Meet Us After 7. This is episode... What episode is this? This is 27 something.
8.
27.
Wow, okay.
277.
Wow.
277.
Let's do my homework.
Well done. Yeah, welcome back, guys. As you heard before, I'm joined by Fola and Roqiya from the Wait, Am I Toxic? podcast. And as you heard, yeah, we met on Sunday at the New Black event. How do you guys find the event?
It was good. I got way more drunk than intended.
I swear.
Yeah. I played myself.
What time did you arrive?
8:30?
9? Yeah, maybe 8:30,
9:30.
I'm sure they were giving out free drinks from 7 to 9, right?
We didn't
We
even
missed
have
it.
one
Oh, you
free
missed out?
drink.
Missed it.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
We pre-drank
Oh, was it?
and then Brent bought us a couple of drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen, Brent. Okay.
Brent was handing out the card.
No, I heard about
Brent
this.
was the open bar.
So, who was it that I saw at the bar? And she was like, yeah, she's trying to get shots. Brent gave her some money. And she pulled out a wad of cash.
Yeah.
I said, what? Brent's freeing up the cash like this?
Mate, Brent gave me his card.
Brent.
You know they walk with cash, innit?
Eh?
I just happened to have like £15, £30 in my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So I just said, here you go.
Yeah.
I don't walk with it anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist.
Okay,
Understand?
okay.
Just give it away.
Do you have any cash in your pocket now?
No, I have
That doesn't exist. You can give it to me.
For real.
He started following him around.
Brent was handing out the peas. All right, cool. So yeah, you had fun?
I did have fun. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Did you network? Did you meet any people? New people?
Yeah, I made friends with
Apart
a
from
few
myself, of course.
influencers. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, fake friends, but influencers.
Okay.
Chatted a little bit. But I feel like the night was a bit mess. I was everywhere that night.
Oh, you just walking around?
Yeah.
In and out the toilets a lot.
Yeah.
Why?
On the phone.
What?
Please do not ruin our
We
name.
do not do drugs.
Sorry.
We don't do drugs, please.
I was wrong to insinuate it was a bad joke in bad taste. I apologize. Accept my apologies.
You know when you don't have somewhere to settle and you're out and you're like, well, I'm just going to walk around and see who I bump into.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Okay. How would you rate your networking game out of 10?
Mine's 0.
I'm not humble.
Okay, you're 0.
Yeah. You're good.
I'm going to give myself a 10.
You're a 10.
Not
Well,
gonna lie.
you ended up on the podcast
Exactly.
off a
Yeah.
2-minute conversation. So
Yeah.
there you go.
See, that's
Okay.
proof is in the pudding.
I'll rate myself a 7 because I'm reluctant to do it, but I can do it. Like
Okay.
when I'm talking, I'm clear.
Yeah.
But I'll be sitting like Koi was dragging me around, making me network with people.
Oh.
She's like, Yusuff, why are you
What do
sitting
you
down?
find awkward? The opener?
I don't really find it awkward. I just don't like small talk and fake conversation.
Same.
Like for example, I'm at the bar. I just arrived. I'm at the bar now. One guy approached me. The first thing he said to me, "Oh, so what do you do?" I was like, "Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Not even what go on. You cool? What's your name?"
Yeah.
I said,
that's
"So
a
what do you
lot.
do?" I was taken aback by it. So
Yeah.
I told him what I'd done. Ask me if I asked him the same question. No,
You didn't.
no.
Why not?
Because he clearly wanted to tell you what he does.
Yeah.
So I told him what I'd done, and I just kind of like, okay, cool, and I just walked off.
Do you know, it might be different if you was American, you know. Have you been on Clubhouse?
Americans
Yeah.
know how
They
to network
promote
for their
themselves
lives. It's
properly.
mad.
But there's kind of like a stushness to British people.
I
Yeah,
think so.
we are.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is about what happened? I just arrived, innit? I didn't have a chance to warm
You
up
haven't
yet.
warmed up.
So like he just caught me fresh in. I'm like, so what do you do? I'm like, whoa,
Right.
like give me a chance to walk around there a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
get
yeah.
warm, get my feet wet. But I didn't get a chance to get my feet wet, so I was taking them back. So I kind of just left them to it. But then a couple of people spoke to me afterwards, and I was
Yeah.
I was more free.
With me, I struggle in London because, first of all, I don't want a guy to think I'm moving to him.
Okay.
And with girls, sometimes a bit stoosh. Like, you don't know if you're going to get that positive energy back. I think our energy in London is sometimes a bit like,
It's very
what do you want to talk to me for?
standoffish.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
So I
we-
get,
I don't know why we have a natural defensive
exactly.
demeanor and behavior,
Yeah.
whereas we should be more.
And I'm a
open.
hippie. So I go into conversation like, hi, what's your name? Your hair's so nice, but you never know what you're going to get back.
What's a hippie?
Good question. I don't know. Just like I'm a free spirit, I guess.
Okay,
And like
okay.
maybe sometimes I don't get in my head about that stuff. I'm
Okay.
just free
That's
with
good.
it.
That's
I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes it depends on the kind of event you're going to.
Yeah,
Like sometimes you can go to an event and everybody looks the same. Everyone's a little bit uniform and everyone looks a
Yeah.
bit drippy.
yeah.
There's a
it's the
different
drip
kind of
events I
vibe.
can't.
Yeah.
I struggle with. The
Would you
drip.
describe that event as drippy?
Nah.
No.
But the thing is, it was a Fashion Week event though.
But
So-
drip is specific. It's not fashion.
No, okay. Do you define drip as brand names?
Specific brand names. So
Like
like
what?
if you're wearing a Balenciaga sock boot
Yeah,
shoe,
Yeah,
that's drip to me.
It's drip because it's Balenciaga or because it looks good.
It's because it's loud. But not
Balenciaga
necessarily. It
socks are
doesn't
not
necessarily.
loud.
It's loud because we all know the shoe.
Thing is, I get what you mean. So, okay, let's just say a guy walked in, he looked dapper,
Yeah.
suit,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards. Is that drip or no?
No, that's not drip to me.
Why? Or
That's just
so drip
clean.
to you is exclusive to just branding.
Yeah.
For me, drip is just dressing well.
Yeah. We've branded it differently.
Like,
And
you know-
sometimes it's even a bit of a stereotype because we automatically assume that you're a bit stush, you're a bit uptight. And then sometimes when you speak to
Yeah.
people, that actually could be goofy, they could be cool.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But you kind of get your back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas if if you see a guy with like a bang shoe, you might think, oh, I'll talk to you. I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, okay.
But sometimes drippy guys.
Nah,
can
I'm a
be
bit afraid of a man with a bang. shoe.
Really? I'm almost scared.
No, as in,
I
what's
even
he gonna
step on
do
the
to me?
shoe.
What's he got to lose?
Say that again. A what shoe?
A banged
A
shoe.
banged
She said
shoe or-
she
A
doesn't
bang
mind
shoe.
talking to guys with banged up shoes.
Oh,
And I
banged
said,
up
I find
shoes.
them scary because
It's
you don't know
I'm
what
not gonna lie
they've
to
got
you,
nothing to lose.
darling. A man doesn't take pride in his footwear.
Exactly.
Isn't a man you want to parlay with.
Exactly.
Like what? Lean heels.
Not lean heels. But if you go to like, you know those guys who are a bit more like festively kind of guys.
Yeah.
They feel a bit more free
Yeah,
spirit.
no,
Okay,
no,
yeah, I
no,
get you,
no.
yeah.
Sometimes the mashed up crepe is a part of the look.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's true.
It's also about where you're going. If I'm going to a festival in the
Yeah.
grass, I'm not going to wear my best crepes.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
that's true.
but if I'm going to the new black at the Ned and I turn up with the
Yeah.
mashed up shoes, that's a different kind of.
Yeah, that's
Unless
you're
it
making a
goes with the
public
whole
statement
outfit.
there. Yeah.
And it goes with your look, as in your actual person.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
Um,
it was a good event. I really enjoyed
yeah,
it.
it was,
It was like
it was.
It
sophisticated.
was good
was.
vibes as well.
Yeah.
Like people were actually really nice. I spoke
Yeah,
to a
it
few
was,
people,
it
really
was.
good vibes.
Shout out to Brent, shout out to Danielle and the new black for putting it on.
Well done, guys.
More come. Round of applause. All right, just so myself and the listeners can understand you guys a bit more.
Yeah.
What is your brand and what is your podcast about?
So, Wait, Am I Toxic? The podcast is basically us disgracing ourselves once a week.
As in, what do you mean?
As in, we are trying to have progressive conversations, but
Okay.
not in an uppity way.
Yeah.
We're showing our asses to make people feel seen. So,
Showing your asses to make people feel seen. I like
Yes.
that, as a
as
a tagline.
yeah, it works, innit?
I'm
Yeah.
feeling myself.
Yeah, I feel like we're all a bit like everyone's trying to be perceived in a certain way. We get in our heads.
Yep.
And the age we live in is just fake. But we're all still going through the same real stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
our podcast is just trying to shine a light on all of that
Okay.
real stuff that we don't talk about. But if we
Okay.
did speak about it, maybe it would make us better
Okay.
people.
All right.
Yeah.
And you guys don't have to tell me your ages, but can you tell me, like, if you were doing a form and you
We're
had to
29, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
it's
thanance.
fine.
I
There doesn't need to be a secret.
I
We're
thought, no,
29,
some
yeah.
people are a bit secretive about the age. I don't want to say so.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
sure.
you. Nah,
Okay.
we're not there yet. I will
29.
be though in a couple years.
Guys look young for your age still. I was
Really?
gonna guess 26, 27.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That is such a compliment. I
Okay,
always
yeah.
feel like I look
I
older.
was gonna guess. Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
well done.
Thank
All
you.
right, cool. Have you guys seen the Kanye documentary?
Yes.
have.
We watched
Did.
it together. the other day,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Genius. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I really didn't get that it was called Genius. I said, what's Genius? And
Oh,
Roqiya
yeah.
was like, Genius. Sorry, go
To be
ahead.
fair,
You know-
I don't know why it's. Am I,
What was the
wait,
point of the
hold on, but
spelling?
am I missing something? Why is it spelled like that?
I don't know. Kanye's just
It's
being
Kanye's
Kanye, man.
Kanye.
Unless I'm missing
It's too
something.
much.
Here. I'm missing something obvious, or
No, I think it's just Kanye being Kanye.
Genius.
Maybe
I
it's, does he
Gene.
make jeans? I don't
I don't
he
know.
likes to call himself Jesus sometimes as well. no?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. I don't know. I don't know.
Blasphemy. Anyway,
Crave
yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I
Yeah.
think everybody's felt a little bit angry at Kanye lately, and it was
Yeah.
nice to see him in a different light.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also enjoyed the journey of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even as we was watching, I was thinking about how difficult it was to see. Do you remember when he was going? Well, I'm assuming everybody's watched it by now. Going around.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, he was going around with his CD, playing it for people.
Yeah.
And he wasn't getting- He wasn't
No
getting
love.
no love. And it made me
Mad.
kind of think about how even us, like as older people,
Yeah.
when we're on our career paths and sometimes we fail, but we're so afraid to fail in public.
Yeah.
And
for
he
real.
just believed himself so much and he just kept on pushing.
Yeah.
To the point that he didn't give a damn.
I was inspired.
It was really inspiring. I really enjoyed it.
No, it showed me that even early on in his career, which I really knew to be fair, but he had a lot of self-belief.
Yeah.
Like even the first interview when he was with Mace
Mhm.
at the very beginning, even the energy and the confidence he showed then, that was like in 98. But even throughout his career, like you said, the persistence to keep going back, making music. Because obviously he didn't want to be seen just as a producer, innit?
Yeah.
Take me as a rapper or don't take me at all.
Yeah.
So
He
I
decided
rated.
where he was.
But you know what I find fascinating? That the guy, I think his name is Kudi, the guy who recorded it.
Yeah.
That he literally, like, what type of foresight do you have to literally quit your ambitions and your day, your job, your career
It's mad.
to film someone else full time? Like,
It's
and
absolutely
for him to
mad.
have the footage still, because I'm even in my head thinking, why did this take so long to come out?
Yeah, this is what we were saying.
He's had the footage since the early 2000s, but it's only come out in 2022.
What I want to know is, what was this man doing for money? All this time.
Well,
Kanye was funding him.
That's what I want
it's
to
either
get, though.
Kanye. I'm sure Kanye was funding him because obviously the documentary was for Kanye, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he said he quit his career as a comedian. I'm sure he was still working in some capacity.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think he quit. I don't think he stopped and doing everything
comedy,
and just recorded
yeah.
recorded Kanye 24/7.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's
he didn't do
true.
that because that would have been
Yeah.
too much footage.
Yeah, it's so true.
To record the guy every single day, every moment of the day. So I'm sure he's still done other things for money,
Yeah.
but this was his like passion project,
Yeah,
his soul
yeah,
thing
yeah.
he was doing it.
I need someone like that.
I need
Someone
someone
to quit your
believe
career to record.
You know what I mean?
Girl.
You know what I really liked about it? I liked the scene with his mum Donda where they went to the apartment.
I
And just
literally
show-
He was tearing
cried,
up.
Yeah.
Their
It was
relationship,
so
their
cute.
bonds, and how much she encouraged him
Yeah.
and pushed him and put him on a pedestal.
Mm.
Even to the point where, remember, he asks, do you think I'm arrogant? And he goes, "Hey, you're the right amount of arrogant."
Yeah. It still felt like she was holding him accountable.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she wasn't just gassing him and making him feel like his arrogant behavior was okay. It was cute.
Yeah. And even the part when she knew one of his old raps and she was reciting
Yeah,
to him.
that was
I
good.
was like, this mum is
almost
invested
cried.
in her son, like,
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? Because he's the only child, I felt like that was probably one of the reasons why
Yeah.
she was
Yeah,
she
it
was
must
that invested,
be.
because that's her only child. So she all her time literally went to him.
He must have been mollycoddled, man.
Yeah.
He must be what?
Mollycoddled.
What's that?
Mollycoddled?
Muddy?
Coddled. What's the word?
You know, you
I don't know what you're talking
someone.
about.
You say who then? Mollycoddled. It's like when you, I guess, treat a child too well. Like you shelter them a bit too
Oh,
much.
okay.
Like a mummy's boy.
I know, a mummy's boy.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fair to say he
Yeah.
was mommy's boy, which is there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine.
What I want to know is like when did Kanye start hating black women? Like I find it fascinating that in that what we've seen so
Stop
far.
for a second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
All right. You said when did he?
Yeah.
Why do you think he did?
Why do I think he hates black women?
Yeah, no, hold on. Did Kanye say he hates black women?
I mean, Kanye's behaviors say he hates black women.
Did Kanye say he hates black women?
No.
Then that's
But
not.
how often do people say
no.
they hate people that they hate?
Okay, what makes, and the thing is, okay, cool. I'm not defending anyone. This is news to me.
Yeah.
So-
You've never
Why?
heard
No,
this
no.
narrative or?
Why do you believe? And we're not going to stay here. We're going to.
Yeah.
But why do you believe Kanye hates black women?
I think even things as simple as his treatment of white women and the pedestal that he puts them on implies that he hates black women. He took Kim and sculpted her into a black woman, light, palatable black woman.
Kim was already Kim before she met Kanye.
She wasn't the Kim that she used to date.
Fola.
No, she really wasn't.
Fola, don't do this now.
Are you kidding me?
Kim Kardashian was already Kim Kardashian before Kanye came along. What are you talking about?
Kanye elevated her to a whole new level. And I feel like the appropriation,
but
he was her excuse for a lot of her appropriation. The Kane Rose, I have mixed race children. We must Kane our hair together now.
That don't mean that he hates black women.
Does it not?
No.
Wow. To me, it's implied.
So someone's love for someone implies he hates black women. So Kanye can't love Kim and
Why
love
does he
black
have
women?
to sculpt Kim into a black woman?
What do you mean sculpt her to black women?
The appropriation. She is the queen of black appropriation.
What's that got to do with Kanye?
I feel like that started when they got together. Am I wrong?
Okay.
Is this not just a thing?
Maybe you don't mean hate.
Okay, you know what it is?
I mean,
one,
it's-
one, I think implying that or assuming he hates black women just because, in your opinion, he's I don't even know what you're
No,
talking
but
about.
there's
Just
also
molded
his
Kim.
his ex-girlfriend. She's that black woman. I forget her name.
Amber
yeah.
Rose?
No, he has a black girlfriend, and I'm even hoping that they cover this in the documentary.
Oh, when they were together and he was in the car crash.
Yeah,
yes,
Oh, okay.
the one
I don't know her
she literally wrote a poem about how much he hates black women.
yeah.
And
Okay,
her
cool. If she says it,
Yeah.
first-hand experience, then I
Yeah.
can.
She can say, I can't say it.
No, because
No, I'm joking.
before you said it,
No, yeah.
I've never heard
it's
it.
a part of what's
but
informed.
if you're telling me that his ex said it,
Yeah.
then my ears are more open
Yeah.
than to you saying it. No offense.
No.
Who are you?
No, it's not
Just
who are
assume that I'm
you.
just an angry, disgruntled
No,
black
it's not
woman.
even that. It's just Kanye hates black women. I'm like, whoa, where did
No,
that come from?
I hear you. Yeah.
And
I
I'm
don't
like-
have all the facts,
and
but
I'm like,
it's-
do you think this because his last 2 public relationships were with Amber Rose
No,
and
it's not as
Kim,
simple as
or
that.
you know what I mean?
he's allowed to date white women if
Of
he
course,
likes. Obviously,
of
there's
course.
layers to that,
Of
but
course.
that's not why I think he hates black women. But
Okay.
I don't have all of the facts, but it's been a long lasting narrative.
do you think hate is a strong word, like Roqiya said,
Sometimes I use the word lightly, but
or do you feel like maybe his preference isn't black women?
Oh. I think that it's self-hate that is manifesting in now hating black women. So not hate as in he has pins and voodoo dolls that he sticks pins in
Yeah.
at home, but
So
there is a dislike that he has for himself maybe that is
So
coming across in the way he treats
through
them.
his career, you believe that he hates himself, as in he hates being black, or he hates blackness.
Yeah, to some degree. I think he's.
Have
I
you
think
always
he-
felt this,
I think he's
or
conflicted.
is it since his antics?
I think recent antics.
years.
Back in the day, old Kanye.
Yeah,
The love I have for that guy, like
yeah,
he was for the people.
yeah.
But as time has gone on, he's evolved and he's a Trump
So,
supporter and
Is
all
it
this
for
madness.
you? Is it the whole, obviously, the Trump stuff
Mhm.
and the slavery was a choice stuff, and
Exactly.
that's all formed your conclusion?
It's a part of it, yeah.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
talking to my friend yesterday, or the other day, sorry, and I'm going to butcher what he said, but he was talking about sometimes people are so pro-black that they become anti-black. So they feel like, I've done this before, like I'm so for the people
Yeah.
that everybody else, why can't you do the same? And
Yeah.
then you kind of resent your own people, you have no compassion for them
Yeah.
because you want the best for them,
Yeah.
which kind of turns into hate a little bit.
Yeah.
So he
yeah.
might be going to Trump, talking to him because he thinks, I'm the person to do this.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
why is, if I can do it, you lot can do it. But it turns
I
into
feel
anger.
you. Yeah.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
And frustration for
Yeah,
the people.
frustration,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I hear you,
So,
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's
You know-
one of my theories.
You know, one part of the documentary that I wanted to speak about. You know, when he went into Rockefeller offices and he was playing All Falls Down for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too cute.
What people need to realize is, because everyone was saying, how did those executives? I think it was a woman called Shaka and
Yeah.
I can't remember the other woman's name, Carlene, who they've been around the industry for years, working
Mhm.
for Rockefeller and Jay-Z, and they're like, they were stupid to not give Kanye their time, or they were looking
Yeah.
right through him when he was rapping. And what I read was, some of the tweets that I saw that I resonated with was these women are working. This is their working day. They're busy.
Yeah.
Kanye bum rushes into their office, turns off their music, starts playing his music, and starts,
I'm not even going to take it
starts
in.
rapping in their face
Yeah.
with a camera.
Yeah. Which is like, cut it off.
That's what
Their
I'm saying,
reaction was
like,
cracking me up.
You got to take that into account.
Yeah, it's
You're
true.
working. This is your 9 to 5. You're busy.
Yeah.
You're swamped with things to do.
And you listen to music all day.
Kanye
like-
busts in your office. Boom. No hello. Man slaps on the CD.
He's so
Starts rapping in your
funny,
face,
yeah.
and there's a camera in your camera
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
I bet she's thinking, get the fuck out of my office.
Literally, I'm on a
Plus,
call.
Someone else who was around at that time said that what they filmed that day wasn't the first time he'd done this.
I'm not
Okay.
surprised.
So
Because
no.
this is a recurring
That
thing.
makes
So it's like,
sense.
this nigga's here for the 5th time this week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of you.
Not this nigga
Stop
again.
coming into my office and rapping to me. I heard the song already. But I think people saw the documentary, saw that one scene and thought, they wasn't giving Kanye the time of day. How could they? They're not good at their job because how could you hear
No,
All
no,
Falls
no.
Down
It
and
could've
not
been
want to
anyone,
sign it?
yeah.
Like, come on, guys, give them some slack in it.
I
Wasn't
feel sorry for them in general. Like, imagine listening to music all day and having to rate it.
yeah.
That sounds hard and long. Eventually, your ears become numb and tired.
Yeah.
And
But-
then there's loads of people who are talented in the world.
Exactly.
Everybody does it. You have to give
Everyone's
everybody a
got
chance.
one good tune at
yeah,
least.
yeah. No, but I found, I like the documentary as a whole. I liked, obviously, with Kanye's recent antics and, his off the wall behavior, seeing him in this light again was good because this is the Kanye that we love, innit?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's a bit unfair though? Because like this feels like a bit of a get out of jail free card for him. Like I fell in love with Kanye again watching that documentary. Then I finished it and was like, wait a minute, he's doing bad things right now, and he's not going to be held accountable
You know
anymore.
what it is? Kanye West is not, a politician. He's not.
He's
So
a musician.
the things that he's doing it's not gonna destroy the world. It's not like if he's out here, you know, spreading, you know, ill,
Yeah. Well,
rhetoric
I mean,
and whatever,
he kind of
then
is.
fair enough. No, but what he's doing is not that detrimental. So I don't think it's a get out of jail free card. I don't think he's in jail.
No, I more mean what he's doing with Kim and just like putting.
Oh, you
on
mean that
blast and
stuff?
All that madness.
Yeah, all the recent
It's a
Kim
real
stuff and divorce,
distraction.
that's all very messy. He needs to keep all that stuff offline.
Yeah.
He clearly has poor mental health.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
bipolar, isn't he?
Yeah, so
Yeah. I think even from watching the doc, I feel like there must be a level of delusion that he must have had
Yeah.
to be persistent. Like,
It's
you
true.
can't just bust in someone's office and start playing the CD.
no, the self,
Every
the,
single
time. I need a
confidence, the
dose of
confidence that he
that.
had. I've never seen confidence like that.
It's
in my
mad.
life. Like he, like also even he said it. To even do a documentary at that stage of your career is
Yeah.
narcissistic,
Yeah,
which he
it's
said.
so-
Yeah, I like when he said
He was
that.
like, he said it. He said it, but he was like,
self-aware,
it is.
I'm a narcissist.
Yeah.
You're
but-
recording yourself on your journey to get signed
Yeah.
in a way that like you almost know that you're gonna be
It's
great
gonna be
already.
worth
You
something.
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
that level of foresight
Yeah.
is.
I need a
It's
droplet of
crazy.
that confidence.
Do you know
though.
what made me think about as well? Like how I feel like even yesterday I was talking to my friend, she was on Hinge,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, it says music." Ugh.
We write off
We
music,
write off
guys.
musicians.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So you write off guys who are musicians, like
A lot of
rappers,
struggling
producers?
musicians. A lot of women.
But if they have
A
the
lot of
self belief,
Not every musician.
Okay,
Struggling
cool.
musician.
But do you know that every musician was once a
Exactly.
struggling
Yeah,
musician?
that's the
Of course,
point. For
of
real.
course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
So
So-
who's gonna be the one?
Yeah, but you
to
never
ride
know.
out?
Yeah, but you never know. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know. Like for example, I read the other day that Ice Cube's been with his wife for like 31 years.
Yeah.
Imagine she gave up on Ice Cube and he
I
was
know.
trying to make it.
Wait, she divorced. Oh, I'm thinking of ICO. Sorry.
Dr. Dre's
Yeah.
wife. Well, they're divorced
They're
now,
divorced
innit?
now.
But
Yeah.
But she's got a check for life.
she has it. me and her are up still.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, she'd be up still.
I'm so dead. What did she do to
Because you
you?
know what it is. You know when she filed for divorce originally,
Yeah.
and they had the list of things she was demanding.
What was she demanding?
I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't
So
happy.
you're
She
allowed to
should've taken
take his
more.
beef personally. I can't take Kanye.
I wasn't happy with the amount of money she was asking for
What was she
particular
asking
things.
for?
I can't remember.
You weren't happy.
I can't remember with the. It was like the one that sticks out. It was I think it was 900,000 a month for entertainment.
Wow. Was
Yeah.
he
To be
not very
fair-
abusive to her? No.
Was he?
What?
I have
fun.
no idea.
What?
I've
deserves
I've
that.
I've heard things.
If
I've
he
heard
if he
things.
did, then she should take all of his money.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you're saying rappers, musicians is a no.
Struggling ones. I'm sorry.
Have you
For
But
ever?
everybody struggles. Like
Have you ever?
For every musician who's made it, there are 1 million who hasn't. So I'm not trying to be with one of those. I'm sorry.
You're like a job shamer.
Wow.
No, 'cause
Wait,
you-
were we
no, 'cause-
recorded earlier when I
Yes,
said
it was. Everything you said is going to be
oh
here.
dear. I
Hopefully,
was
Brent, keep everything.
delete
were-
that. Hold that shit.
You were shaming. What were you shaming? What's you shaming again?
Oh,
Sorry.
I got it back.
PAs. I don't.
Yes, that's it.
I'm
You were
not
shaming PAs as in personal assistants. And
I
now
don't
you're-
think there's
and
anything
now you're-
wrong with
And now
being
you're
a PA.
shaming. Now you're shaming. Struggle. Let's not say struggling rappers. Let's say
Up and coming?
musicians.
Maybe
on the
not
come- up and coming.
Yeah.
On trying to come.
What was your first job? Pause.
First job when I was 60.
And it was what?
I worked in a call center.
Did you feel ashamed of yourself?
No, I was 16. Am I dating 16-year-olds?
So if someone is 30 in the call center, you're going to shame them.
I'm not going to shame
Not
them. They're
shame
just not
them.
for
No,
me.
but based on you just said I was 16. So if you were older, how would you look at the job then?
It's not that I feel
Be
any way
honest,
about the
Fola.
job. Oh, okay. No, genuinely though,
This
I don't.
is a safe space.
Is it?
It is.
The thing is, I don't care about what anyone does until
Yeah.
it affects me.
Okay.
So if I met someone that says I'm a PA, I'm like, all right, live your life. I don't give a heck.
Yeah.
But if somebody says to me, marry me, I'm a PA, that's a different situation.
Why? Okay, why?
Because likelihood is you don't have much money.
So you're assuming they're PA for whom?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Do you believe that a PA is a low paying job?
Definitely. I've seen PA salaries.
But yeah, but PA for who?
Normal people like, I don't know, CFOs or people in corporate world.
So, okay, someone who's a PA for, I don't know, the president of JP Morgan, for example. Do you believe that they're on a low salary or
I
high
don't
salary?
believe they're on a low salary. They're probably earning a reasonable
So
amount.
isn't it about who they're PAing for?
Yeah, but it's just how many people are PAs for this? Who did you just say? The CEO of JP
And plus,
Morgan?
and plus, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, that a lot of PAs are women.
Yep.
I've never seen or heard or even met many
Male PAs.
male PAs, but
yeah,
I've-
I don't
but
think
I've met
any.
girls who are PAs.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a female-driven industry job.
Yeah, and that's definitely the social element to it. It's
Yeah,
like
so-
a woman can
yeah.
serve them.
Yeah.
So
I think to even go back, to the musician stuff, I think sometimes with musicians and just creative jobs anyway,
yeah,
is that it presents a sense of insecurity for a lot of people in relationships. So in
Yeah.
terms of money and stuff. So
yeah,
you have to invest in their dream, and maybe some days there might be long periods where you have to have their back.
yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
where women get a bit concerned, and men vice versa.
Okay.
whatever.
100%. That's the only reason that
Yeah.
money's an issue.
Yeah. And we're in the wrong country as well. If I lived maybe abroad and the guy was a musician,
Yeah.
I had to live off nothing and it was cool.
yeah.
Might be more
Yeah, it's so
settled in a
true. My
relationship.
source of happiness isn't even
But
coming
this
from the
country
money,
sucks a lot of fun out of everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed.
If you met a guy, who was a up and coming rapper,
Yeah.
and then you tried to do a thing, you weren't on it, and then this is say 5 years later, he was Dave or Stormzy.
Yeah.
Be honest. How do you feel?
Be like, you're right. How you been, again? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I wouldn't feel away. I'd genuinely be happy for them. I'm not.
Be honest.
You might think,
Be
a
honest. Come
little
on. A little bit like, damn it.
Yeah.
Could have been me.
It
Could
would
have been
be a
me.
part of me.
Yeah,
But
there definitely will be a part of you. Unless
Yeah.
you've moved on and you're with someone else.
The thing is, though,
If you were single, then you might feel bad.
definitely. I think with me, though, I personally think I'm quite a good judge of talent.
Okay.
So if he was Dave, I would have stayed with him because I would have known that Dave's
Oh,
gonna
so
blow.
you're saying a struggling shit rapper?
Yeah, it's not about not having blown yet.
Anyone
It's
can
about your
make it a day and age,
potential.
though.
I am
okay.
very much down to ride for potential, as long as it's not costing me too much. But if I don't believe in you, then how the hell is anyone else?
All right. If you met a guy and when you first met him, he didn't tell you he was a aspiring MC. Let's use the word aspiring.
Aspiring,
MC.
that's it.
And
Yeah.
then let's just say a couple months in,
Mhm.
he's like, babes, I got to tell you. I didn't tell you this at first, but
Yeah.
I'm-
So what did he tell me his job was before?
No. He has a job.
Okay.
He also raps on this. You can rap on the
Oh,
side.
that's more than I like that.
And he
even.
goes, babes, like this is like my mixtape. I want you
Yeah,
to hear it.
yeah,
Give me your critique in it.
Yeah.
And it was complete. It was a weed plate. It was
Ooh.
garbage. How honest would you be?
I think I would lie in the moment. Then I'd go and have to ask for advice.
You said it to me like,
I would literally be like, can you see what
Now,
this guy
babes,
is
track
doing?
6 is garbage.
Imagine having to tell your bae that he's got no talent.
feedback is important. Honest feedback is important.
I would try and be constructive with it though and be like, I think
Yeah.
your flow is a bit, maybe try and speed up when you get to the chorus.
I'm not gonna lie. Man said your flow. I said don't break
That's my whole
down.
talent.
Don't break down the intricacies of my rap. Man said the flow. You know.
I'd be icked out though. I'd get the ick.
Big time if it was bad. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you come back from that?
no, I hear that.
It's
I
so
hear
vulnerable.
that. When does part 2 of the Kanye documentary drop?
Today, no?
23rd?
Oh, today.
It's today the 23rd. It said 23rd on Netflix. I think.
Oh, I'm watching that in the morning.
Oh, it's today. Yeah, today.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
First thing you get me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
How many parts are there?
3.
3.
3. Oh, I want more. I want them to get to current day. Like,
I don't think, but
Kim
and there's
says.
apart from the very beginning of the documentary, that's the only new footage from 2 years ago.
oh, was it?
Remember when he was on the beach somewhere with Ramfest. And He was
Okay.
taking a call.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it was all old footage.
Oh, that's the latest. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Well, who knows what the next. I'm assuming the next 2 parts are still going to be.
Yeah,
back in the
yeah. It must be. That's so
Mad
this guy's just been
inspiring,
sitting
though.
on a gold mine
Yeah.
for all these
Yeah.
years, this footage. It's
Yeah.
so wild.
No, made me. I didn't know how to take this particular scene. But remember when he went to the studio with Scarface?
Scarface.
Scarface was the guy in the Lakers jersey,
Yes.
and he
yeah,
asked him to do the hook on Jesus Walks. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
And then he played him Family Business.
Yeah.
Scarface
I love it.
kind of
Such
to
a
me
tune.
kind of either he dismissed it, was like I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't-
He
and then-
said, I could do that. But he wasn't
And then
enthusiastic.
he just walked out.
Yeah. I was wondering what
I
happened
was
because he
thinking,
didn't end up
why
doing the
for
hook.
this?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's either he didn't like the songs or couldn't see the vision,
Yeah.
couldn't see himself on them, but didn't have the guile to say, you know what, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Because he was like, okay, play the other one.
yeah.
And then he was just like, okay. And then he just kind of like walked out.
It's just
Yeah.
so
It
interesting.
was just kind of
like-
random. It was just kind of
Yeah,
it was kind
yeah.
of weird. It was kinda
I
weird.
was baffled. I wanted to see what happened because I was
Yeah.
thinking you definitely didn't end up doing the hook. So
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
happened?
He didn't end up doing a verse on Family Business or the hook for Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I kept thinking everyone that they showed in that, I was thinking, how do you feel
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, there were a lot of rappers in there that are kind of irrelevant now. Like people like Rampest even. What's Rampest doing at the moment?
Because Ryan Fest has always been Kanye's guy, innit?
Underground.
Like
or-
Underground.
Yeah.
I know he ghostwrote for Kanye or does for Kanye still.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
But yeah, I do wonder if what Scarface thought when Jesus Walks came out. Because
Yeah.
obviously he asked you to be on the hook and you kind of just gave him the
Yeah,
stiff arm, really.
literally.
You kinda gave give it a second. But to be fair, I don't think the song needed him on the hook anyway.
No, I'm glad
To
he
be
wasn't on
fair.
it.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
But him having the verse on Family Business, that I would have liked to see. Because Scarface is a good rapper, and I think he would have been.
Oh, I don't know much of his music.
He would have done well on that. But
And I thought Family Business was perfect.
I love that song.
yeah,
so
to
much.
be fair, I've been listening to the album this week, College Dropout.
I not this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I
surprised.
said I've been listening to it.
Oh, you've
Oh,
been
you
listening? I thought you
did.
asked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have actually. I'm surprised I
Yeah.
didn't because I was
No,
vibing watching it.
Yeah,
That one of my favorite albums. That and The Graduation. Those are my two favorite Kanye albums.
All right, we were talking on the WhatsApp about what to discuss today. What was that one thing you mentioned to me again?
We were talking about male beauty.
No, before that.
What did I say?
It was about female beauty.
Yeah, I was talking about female beauty. So on our podcast, we did an episode
Yeah.
speaking about standards of beauty for women.
Yeah.
And the toxic thought that we were discussing that week
Oh,
was,
my thoughts. Yeah.
let's be honest, not all of us are beautiful. Some of us are just average.
average.
Okay.
And it was an interesting episode. But by the time we got to the end of it, we were like, oh, we wish we had the male perspective. Because
All right. So based on what you discussed in your episode, what perspective would you want me to, give you insight on?
two things.
Yeah.
So I was very solid in my theory that we definitely live in an age where social media dictates a lot of what beauty is.
Okay.
Online.
Yeah.
But I think when you come into the real world, some of that trickles in and some of it stays on social media.
Yeah.
And guys are really accepting of the fact that women are human. Not
Yeah.
everyone has a BBL, all that kind of stuff. How powerful do you think all of the other attributes a woman can have that make her beautiful are? So for example, if a woman is funny, if she's intelligent,
Yeah.
if she has source, like not
Yeah.
necessarily how she physically looks, just
Yeah.
how she moves.
Yeah.
How powerful all of those things versus her physical looks that social media tells her she's supposed to have.
I think those things are very powerful, to be fair. I think your personality and your aura and your vibe can accentuate, your looks.
Agreed.
So they can make you more desirable. So if someone maybe doesn't find your appearance that attractive, all the other aspects of your personality could, exude
Yeah.
and, you know what I mean,
But we-
make you
Sorry,
more
go on.
appealing. Yeah.
I feel like we were more talking about like our actual beauty, like the
Yeah.
physical
we're talking
look of
about that
us.
as well.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of passionate about people just accepting that some people are just average looking. Not
Yeah.
everybody's beautiful.
Yeah.
Whereas you were like, no, everybody is beautiful.
But that's because what I base beauty on is not necessarily just the beauty standard that everyone's
Yeah.
accepted as
Yeah.
a blanket.
Yeah. Do you think that everyone is beautiful to somebody?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So
100%.
therefore everyone is beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you know what it is, I think obviously there's society's idea
Mm,
and what we've been programmed to believe is beautiful,
Yeah.
what's aesthetically pleasing. But it's like, okay, cool. When God made us,
Mhm.
did he make us like, okay, this is ugly, this is beautiful, this is average?
Yeah.
Is that what he did? Or did he just put us here and we just formed our own
Exactly.
thesis, basically?
we
innit?
have, but my kind of argument is that obviously everybody's beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
But in everyday life, if I gave you 10 girls and
Yeah.
I said on the spectrum, who's the buffest and who's
Yeah, of
the
course.
dead,
Yeah, of
you
course.
would be able
Yes,
to point
yes,
us. You
for
wouldn't be
sure.
like, oh, you must be beautiful in some kind
No,
of way.
no.
You're
No,
10.
I know.
So I'm just saying, in reality,
Yeah,
some
of
of us
course.
are actually average.
No,
And that's all right.
But that average is based
no,
on.
I understand what you're
Of
saying.
course.
I was trying to like just expand the mind
Yeah,
and thinking.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
on that basic premise, obviously, yeah.
Some of us are just average.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say as well, though, is like, so what happens when you're ugly? Because this is the spectrum, right? So
Yeah.
some people are going to be average, some people are going to be attractive. How do you console yourself if you're just ugly as far as the spectrum is concerned?
This is a very rough question. Eh? How do you console yourself if you're just ugly? Wow.
I was saying this to
I'm,
say.
I'm taken aback. I'm taken aback.
No, because I'm saying this to say there are definitely people out there who listened to that episode and were like, well, damn, I'm not even average. Where did they go from there? So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to push
Yeah.
the narrative
You know,
that
I think
beauty is still subjective.
it's subjective.
Of course it
I
is.
could
Yeah.
cool. Let's put it this way. If you believe that you're unattractive
Mhm.
to the masses, then you just have to work on yourself. Like, not necessarily work on, you might need to work on other aspects. Your personality might be 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You might be confident. You might be very self-assured, but you just know physically you're not the most appealing.
Yeah.
It's one of the things you just kind of you kind of have to just kind of keep moving with it. You can't let it be. You can't let it be to the detriment of your life.
Yeah.
Like you can't wallow in self-pity thinking, oh, people don't find me attractive. You just have to kind of find the
Go
strength
with
to
it.
just carry on and just
Yeah.
So wild.
embrace
Of
how you
course.
look
Yeah.
and be confident in how you look. And
You have to delete Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't think what
That's the best way to do it.
delete your Instagram.
Yeah, man. When you live in the real world, a lot of these beauty standards, they
So
disappear.
you're saying if you're not universally
if you feel
deemed
you're
as good
not,
looking, you should delete your Instagram.
if you feel you're not, for your own
No,
sanity,
because Instagram,
delete Insta.
Instagram isn't just for posting pictures of
It's
yourself.
not, but it's the most.
It's become that way.
yeah, exactly.
Nah, I'm not co-signing that.
I don't think it's what you should have to do.
I'm not co-signing
But
that.
the real
I'm
world,
not co-signing that.
Instagram is just about dick swinging or pussy swinging.
So no,
Yes.
but you're implying that people who don't deem themselves to be attractive should just live in a hole then.
No, I think for yourself, your own self-confidence and sanity, at least take a break. Because let's be, if in my ideal world, yeah, Instagram would be a place that you can go and look at flowers and beautiful hills that people have visited recently. But it's not. Everyone's feed is
that's
baddie.
That's not what everyone's feed is. Everyone's feed is what you make your feed. Let's just say,
But most people's feed is.
let's just say I'm a person who I like fashion, I like scenery,
Yeah.
I don't know, fragrances, clothes, whatever. My timeline, my explore page on my timeline might be filled with that, my interests. Not necessarily just baddies, guys.
I'm not saying. I agree that's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's how I like to use my Instagram. Like
Yeah.
I always say to people, try and curate a space on your Insta
Yeah.
that you like.
Okay,
That
cool.
makes you feel good.
My explore page right now, I could even show you. It's gonna be NBA,
yeah, fine.
football, music. That's it.
But all of
and
your
then,
friends,
and then people that
what
I
are they
know,
posting?
pictures of themselves. Yeah, but-
That's my point.
Yeah, but who says my friends are attractive?
Oh.
I'm joking. Y'all beautiful, man. Y'all ain't ugly at all.
All for content, you're cussing your
I'm
friends.
It was good to ask you. I feel like we probably needed a guy like was a guy.
Yeah,
on
we
our
wanted
Instagram-
a guy on that
Instagram,
episode.
you know, on
Yeah.
an episode before.
Yeah,
Do you feel? Because I feel like as women, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to
Yeah.
look a certain type.
yeah.
And then I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a guy with a girl
Mm.
and be like, oh, she's not even all that,
Yeah.
and he's with her.
Yeah.
So as a guy, like, do you feel like you've been with an average girl before, but she's made up for her averageness in other ways?
Yeah, that's interesting.
No.
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 Oh,
He doesn't want to insult his exes. Fair enough.
No, Mike's is all buff.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
like
Do you think that's a thing that happens though?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever met a friend's girl and been like, I'm surprised.
yeah.
You know there's this narrative, yeah? I know you've heard this narrative that there's a lot of guys who may have dated, quote unquote baddies,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and messed around with them. But when they settle down with someone, it's always like the polar opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I've seen examples of that.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
But I'm not going to say I've met a friend's wife and thought, rah.
Not attractive.
Not attractive, no.
You're not going to judge.
I haven't done that,
Mm.
but I know the narrative exists that, okay, cool. Yes, there are guys that I know who back in the day, the caliber of women they were dealing with was, a certain type of woman.
Yeah.
And they've settled down with more someone who appears to be like a Susie Homemaker type.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that's
Sorry.
because they struggle to maintain that woman? I think a lot of guys.
They might-
put pressure on
Yeah.
themselves.
It could be that. It could be they don't see those type of women. And this is very subjective to that person.
Mhm.
I don't want to umbrella anything, yeah?
Mm.
But maybe the lifestyle and the personality and the ethos of those type of women is not for him for
Yeah.
something serious long term.
Yeah.
This is what they
But
were
for
saying.
quick fun, for a bit of dating, they're cool with it. But long term, maybe they can't handle that or
Yeah.
all the things that comes with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because when you have a very, very attractive partner, there's certain things that come with
It's
it.
long,
Especially if you yourself, like, who knows, you might be a jealous person, you might be insecure yourself. So
Yeah.
having a really, really attractive partner may affect you in different ways, innit? So
yeah.
you, knowing that, would have to adapt and act accordingly.
This conversation is making me I'm triggered. Am I average? You're
You're the main pusher of this.
No, I regret this.
Saying
because this
people who are not attractive shouldn't be on Instagram. Like, you're moving,
Because
man.
I've just remembered, yeah. Do you know how many guys I've met who the way that they try and ruin me is to say, yeah, I usually go for superficial girls, but now I'm looking for a real I'm looking for a calm girl that's, she knows how to look after me. I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm the average one that you've come
That's
to sell.
funny, that's funny.
Going to have money made
a
out.
guy shouldn't ever lead with that speech. Man, say,
It never goes anywhere after that, but I'm just realizing that's happened to me many times.
that is funny.
Okay, I'm average, no problem. That's fine.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm cool with
I'm
that.
an advocate of averageness, man.
I can never be average. Take it off the roof.
Listen, everyone, do you believe? Okay, no.
No, go on.
Go on.
No. You know what? I didn't form my question before I spoke, so let
Okay.
me just think about it more
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
come back.
From the
But are there any more questions upon this that you wanted to get?
Yeah, I want to know more about the male perspective.
Okay, go on.
Like, as a man,
Yeah.
what's it like? Do you know if men often feel average? Because I know among friends, women are constantly like, I feel so ugly, I feel so this, I feel so that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, men feel average and men feel insecure and men lack confidence. It's a human characteristic.
Yeah, not to say that do they feel it, but more
Yeah.
what do they do with it? Like, is it something that...
I think men, they try to improve. Okay, cool. Let's just say they have identified the areas in which they feel average or below par.
Yeah.
They may try and work on those things.
Okay.
So one simple example could be they may feel that they lack in the physique department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
body's just more really high with
So
Yeah.
therefore they're going to go gym and
Okay.
try and get better body. They may feel like they lack in the money department. So they're
Yeah.
going to go and get their hustle on.
Okay, okay.
They may feel like they lack in the, I don't know, there might be something about their face they don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I've got bad skin. Let me try and get better skin or whatever,
Mm.
fix my teeth, whatever. The one thing I don't think people necessarily work on is their personality.
I hear that.
I don't feel like
Yeah.
people are like, you know what? Let me work on my personality. I feel like personality
Mm.
growth, it just happens, but you can be intentional with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
for example, you can identify bad traits you have and try to fix those and try to, reduce those things. So yeah.
Do with the personality stuff, do your boys ever tell you like, oh, I know I'm a prick, for example? Like, is it ever acknowledged but just ignored?
Yeah,
or-
no. I think no, guys do acknowledge, like guys know, everyone knows who they are.
Okay.
It's whether or not they say it out loud or not.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, some guys do outwardly say, yeah, I know I'm
Yeah.
this, down the third. But the guys who say it, they're not saying it like, I want to change. They're
It's just like,
they're
it is what it is.
But
Yeah,
men,
basically.
I feel like men have pretty privilege as well. You
Yeah,
know
of
how
course.
some girls are pretty and have no personality.
Yeah.
Men, a lot of men don't have personalities.
Yeah. We actually did a whole
I think
episode on
But-
that.
I think those men who were, say, good looking from early, from like school days up until now, maybe not, but I know a lot of good looking men who have personalities.
I agree actually.
So I don't think it's
Nowadays, I think.
I don't think it's that
There's
much
a
of
bit of
a
privilege there, though.
no, there's
Yeah.
privilege
yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah.
but I don't think I think there's a lot of men and women who have personalities who are gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like,
It's not mutually exclusive.
I think we're
anymore.
also
Yeah.
at an age where you can't just be pretty or handsome and that's
You've
it.
got to bring more to the
Yeah,
table.
you have to bring more to the table.
yeah, no, looks
Yeah.
thing is looks can carry you far
How far?
with certain things in life,
Mm.
Yeah.
but they can't carry you all the way.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
it depends. For example, looks can carry you far on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
a
it's true.
pretty girl who posts banging pictures,
Mm.
sponsorship,
Yeah.
endorsements,
Yeah.
Mm.
whatever. Just you don't have to speak.
Yeah, it's so true. You
So,
can even post the same
you know what I mean?
picture over and over.
As a man, have you ever like struggled with like beauty standards and stuff?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
How
Grow-
so?
So growing up, I was skinny.
Mm.
Growing up, I looked very young for my age. So I suffered from that. I looked like a kid when I was like, for example, I might have been like 21, but I look like I'm 17.
I
Really?
can't even imagine it.
Yeah. So growing up, I suffered from that. Yeah. Looking too young for my age,
Yeah.
Okay.
being skinny and not necessarily like growing into my features.
Yeah.
So to be fair, growing up, I wasn't very confident, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, had low self-esteem, but no one knew this.
Okay.
I was very good at just hiding and masking things, innit? So at certain points, I had low self-esteem. I didn't find myself attractive. I hated my body. It wasn't body dysmorphia. It was more so just not being confident in the way I looked.
Okay. You just
Like I was realistic with how I looked. To be fair, at one point, I remember in secondary school, there was like a turning point where I thought I was muscular.
yeah.
But I was just a kid who was kind of skinny but ripped. So
Okay.
I translated skinny and ripped to be muscular.
Hench, yeah.
So I thought I had muscle. The one my friend said, "You're skinny, man." I'm like, "Me skinny? No, I'm not." This guy, look at this guy, he's bluffing, bro. I went home. I was like, I'm not even joking. I went home. I took my top off and I was looking at my body. I thought, "Raw, I am skinny." Jesus, Lord.
Weights are horrible as well, you know.
What's that?
Yeah.
Weights are horrible.
Yeah,
to
these
each other.
times, I mean,
Yeah.
I might be in year 9, year 10, whatever.
Yeah, of course you're going to be skinny.
And then that's when I realized I was skinny. I was like, shit, I am actually skinny, you know? I actually thought I thought I had muscles.
Oh, bless you.
And I remember, I'm not sure if it was that day on, but I remember at home, I didn't like wearing anything that wasn't like a jumper or,
Okay.
I didn't like showing my arms or my legs. 'Cause
Okay.
I became very self-conscious, innit?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll never, like, imagine in my own house with my mum and
At
sisters,
home, you know. Yeah.
I'm not
that's
free
sad.
to dress how I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I started to gain weight that I started walking around my house in vests and shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah. How did
You're
you
gonna see
gain
this.
weight? Tips for the listeners.
gym. I went gym.
Gym.
I
What
went
was
gym.
you eating?
The thing is, when I was younger, I've always had a fast metabolism. It's
Yeah.
slowing down now. So when I was younger, I ate like a pig.
Every guy does.
Like, I used to tell myself, I was like, raw.
And still have a six pack.
If my metabolism was so
annoying.
fast, I would be fat, literally. Yeah.
Yes.
So started getting gym probably when I was 17, 18, but it was on and off. It was inconsistent. From 25 up until now, it's been consistent. And yeah, so just eating. And to be fair, I never even started eating well until I was 25. No, I'm lying. That's a lie. I started eating well when I was 30.
Mad.
Yeah.
You didn't really understand food properly before.
No, I understood food. I just didn't care.
I knew what I was doing.
I didn't care. Remember, I'm young. I'm not thinking about eating healthy. I'm just eating. Remember, I'm just eating whatever I want to eat in it. Like, I'll go gym. After gym, I'm getting chicken cottage.
Yeah.
Standard.
Every guy was
Yeah.
doing that. And
So it wasn't until I was like
jealous.
29, 30, I thought, you know what? I need to change my body. So let me just start eating better, innit?
Do you feel fully recovered now as far as your confidence? Like, do you, because I
No.
know a lot of guys when they,
I don't, you know.
really? Okay.
I still have a bit of, the thing is, I'm very confident. I'm very self-assured and I'm, you know, I know who I am, but I still, a lot of my, what word could I use to describe it? A lot of the things I used to suffer from when I was a kid have still stuck with me a little bit.
I always feel like you're always that little child in a human body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always hard to shake that.
And like,
Yeah.
at times, I kind of like, do you get this sometimes where you kind of go back into like your default setting around certain people? So let's just say
Yeah.
in college, around a certain group of people, I was quiet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Even though I've grown as a person and I'm completely different now, when I'm around them again, I just default back to
Yeah.
the person I was
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
capsule, yeah.
But with other people, I'm me.
Yeah.
So I get that
happens to me a
sometimes as
lot.
well.
Yeah. No, I even get that sometimes. You know, when you're at work and you're on lunch,
Yeah.
and then you bring your food and it's like, where do I sit down? Suddenly you feel a bit vulnerable
Yeah,
around people.
yeah.
And you feel anxious to like sit down with your work crew, even though you just
Yeah.
spoke to them a second ago.
Yeah.
But now it's time to socialize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels
It's a different
different.
vibe.
You feel vulnerable.
I'm like
Yeah.
that with my family because they always
Yeah.
used to call me fat growing up.
Mm.
So
Rude.
I know, and they've apologized because they definitely traumatized me.
Yeah.
But even till now, when I go to family functions, I'm like, right, I've got to look my absolute best.
Really?
Yeah.
That.
Like I might go out, I might be willing to go out with my friends in a crop top, but if I'm going to a family thing, I'm like, nah, I need to show myself looking